Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Who all are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and like and share it. So till now what we have discussed, let me talk about. So the last session we talk about how to create the resources uh, separately like a VPC, subnet, security group, IAM role and IAM policy. Okay. So today let's combine all the resources and how do we create it in the single file. Okay, so let me. So what we are going to learn it today. So again we are going to create the S3 bucket, EC2, VPC security groups using the Terraform. Okay. So as I told you already, until now we have created the resources for the each services separately. Now let's combine the everything into the single file and create the all the resources. Okay. So before that, what we can do? Let's go to that AWS console. Let's start our Terraform server, which is the one earlier we have created. Let me start the server. So till the server startup, if you have any questions related to the Terraform, please go to that uh, Terraform documentations. So from there, you'll get all the details. So I'm gathering all the details from there only. Let me see. Let's try to connect it. So let's select the key pair, decrypt the password, download the file. Let me copy the password. Uh, there was an issue with the remote desktops. So what I've done it here, so I have installed the remote desktop client. So now let's try to connect it to the server. Let's download it and copy the password here. So if there is no remote desktop connection, you cannot able to install it. So recently I have uninstalled from my control panel. So that is the reason I'm not able to log in. Okay, anyway, so now you're able to log in, right? So now what I'm going to do? So I'm going to create all the resources in the single file in the main.tf. Okay, so what I'm going to do? So first create a folder in our desktop. Okay, so you can create it any name. Okay, now what I'm going to do? Let me create a folder here. So I'm going to give it the folder name called Terraform-project. So inside the folder, I'm going to create the all the files. Okay, in the meantime, let's open Visual Studio Code. Okay, so let's close this one. So now what I'm going to do, let's create a first file called provider.tf. So what is included in this? So it is included AWS providers details. Okay, so let me, I have a code already. I'll just copy paste it here. So here, if you're able to see it, I'm going to use it. So let me rename it. It should be a provider.tf. So you will get to know. And so here is a Terraform required provider details. And here is our AWS cloud providers. Then What else we need to create it? So we are going to create the one more file called main.tf. So let's create a file main.tf. So in the main.tf, what all the files should be there? So now I'm going to create the VPC. Okay, let's create a resource called AWS underscore VPC. Okay, then I can give it any name here. My reference, I'm going to give it my VPC. Then just use a tab button so that it will come to down. Now what else we need to add it? We need to add the cider black. So automatically it is showing. You need to just use the tab button. So now I'm going to use a cider range. Okay, slash 16. Then I'm going to use a tags. So here I'm going to open the bracket here. Name equals to terraform-VPC. Okay. So next we need to create the subnet. So let's go and create the subnet here. Again, here what are the things you are going to write it? Subnet. So automatically it will come. You just use the tab button. And here I'm going to use it public subnet. Again, so now what we need to add here? VPC ID. Because manually if you are creating any subnet, it will ask for the VPC ID, right? So those details we need to add it here. Then AWS underscore myvpc dot id. So what this ID it will do? This is the output file. It will get it from the here, whatever it is going to be created, right? From here, automatically it will fetch it once it is created. Now let me go to cider block, and here I'm going to use 10.0.1.0/24. Any range you can give it, not a problem. Sorry. So again here I'm going to use it map underscore public IP. Just use launch. Sorry, the depth. Then type it true. Again tags name public subnet. So same thing, you need to create the security group also. Okay, this is how you can create all the resources. So now security group, what I'm going to do, I'm already having a script. So here I'm going to add it. Same thing here, what you need to do, the resource name, security group, and you can give it whatever, which port number you are going to allow it, any of the number or any standard name also you can give it. And here we are fetching the VPC ID. I'm going to allow in the inbound ingress 22 port number and outbound for 00. That means anywhere. Now, next what we need to do, what we need to create EC2, right? So let's use resource And here, what is the name? AWS underscore instance. Just use a tab button. So I'm going to use it. My EC2 and AMI. So I'm going to use it variable.tf. So before that, what we can do? Let's create the variable file. Variables.tf. So here, what are the things I'm adding here? So I want the AMID, okay, one thing, and the instance type should be T3 micro. So now let me go back to the main.tf, and here AMI equals to where that, yeah, so automatically it will commit, okay, and here instance type, and again where instance type. Then again you can use it subnet ID AWS underscore subnet dot ID, because I the subnet which is the one it is created, the output should show to pick up it. Then I'm going to use it VPC underscore security group IDs. Okay. Then I'm going to use it AWS underscore dot ID. Now next is tag name equals to terraform EC2. So once this is completed, we need to create the S3 bucket, right? Let me just copy and paste it, the Terraform script. So here I'm going to just type it same thing. AWS S3 bucket, you can give it any name. This is not the S3 bucket name. This is for Terraform to understand it. Okay. So here is the exact your bucket name. So it should be a random. So you can give it any a random bucket name. So that is all about Terraform main.tf files. Okay. And we have created a providers.tf and we have created a variables.tf. So now we need to create the output.tf. So what are the output we required once the Terraform created the resource? So I need instance ID and the bucket name. Okay. So this is the only two things it is required. So I've added. Okay. Let me go to the terminal, new terminal. So here Terraform init. Once this completed, what we can do, let's validate the whatever we have created, the all the files, right? Main.tf, output.tf, providers.tf, variables.tf. So if there is any issue with this file, whatever we have written, so it will show us the error. Let's wait for initialize the Terraform. Okay. Next, Terraform validate. If you run the command wrong, validate. Okay. So it is a valid. Next, Terraform plan also you can able to use the command. If there is any issue with the planning, the configurations, it will shows that is also error. Okay. So these are all the resources it is going to be created. Let's now try to apply. Apply means you are going to create the resource. So without asking yes or no, also I can able to use it. So let me use it as command. So once it is done, let's go to instance and VPC. Okay, first what it will do, it will create the VPC, right? Let's go to here. Let's go to VPC section. So here, if you're able to see it, it is already created. And let's go to that EC2. So from the EC2 side, still it is not created. Let's go and check. Okay, it is saying there is a unsupported T3 dot micro, it is not supporting, right? So what we can do, go to that, let's destroy it first. Destroy. So we need to change the, sorry. Let's see which one we can add. T3 micro, we can able to take it. Let it delete the Terraform everything. T3. So T3 micro. So it is not supporting. Let's take it T3 dot small. Next again, initiate it. So what is this? It is showing again. API unsupported request T3 is not supported. So let me, no. Okay, it's cool. Let me try. If it is not working, let's use any of the. Okay, still we are getting the is not supported 1E. Okay, so what we can do, we can mention it under here. Let's see that where it is created, the subnet. Terraform-VPC. So it is created a 1E, right? Let's try to create a different availability zone. We can mention the availability zone. So according to the errors, we need to verify it. So normally one availability or one public subnet, nobody will not create it, but we need to add it. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add it here under that. So here I'll be using east one year. Let me check the year. Yeah, US East. Let's try to. No, it should not come. If it is coming again, troubleshoot it. Oh, maybe it will come different error. Let's see. So these are all the troubleshooting steps. You can say that. I think it is creating. Yeah. So you can say that these are all the troubleshooting steps also. Okay, let me go back to VPC. So we are already know it. The VPC already created. Let's go to VPC section Terraform VPC and let's go to that EC2. So here also it is a created. Okay, Terraform EC2. So this is how the entire file we have created in the single file main.tf. Okay. So the next topic I'll come. Okay. So what are the things we can able to create it? Okay. Maybe I'll come with the modules. So what is module? Okay. Those things we'll talk about in the coming session. Till that, so you can watch this session and practice it so that it will be easy if you're sharing to someone. So till that, bye guys.